Good afternoon, welcome back YouTube to Civ 5. We've got Sarah here and hello, and we haven't played this in what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
May as well be honest with everybody at home. What happened? We actually filmed about 3 episodes ahead, and then those got, well, I locked them up a little bit. I kind of didn't record the sound.
Nice.
So we had all this beautiful like visual and no sound at all, so that was a bit of an idiot. And then we went to the Lake District. Hooray! So that was good fun. So what I've been trying to do is do sort of 5 minutes beforehand, and I know Sarah's been doing very similar things. We've been desperately trying to remember what we are doing. So I may as well give you a quick recap of what I've determined. And the demographics we seem to be doing fairly well. We are in first on literacy, which is always a good place to be, and is not a place I am often, so I'm going to take that one nicely. We've got a good crop yield, GMP, manufactured goods. I mean, we're the Iroquois, we've got a lot of forest. We're going to have a good manufactured goods output. We seem to be building markets, coliseums, Haggaspheres. I would rather do the Chichen Itza than the Haggasphere. I don't entirely know why I was doing that. In fact, let's just push it to the front for a second. We've got the Artists Guild and the Writers Guild, which are both good because we seem to be going down the aesthetics tree. Now we've got a lot of wonders being built in our empire, so we should be able to use Flourishing of the Arts when we unlock that to get ourselves a big culture output, so that's good. We've got trade routes going between these two, but Iroquois can't actually reach a naval trade route with either Grand River or the capital Onondaga. I'm going to call it for today, I keep changing the pronunciation of that. I mean, nice. You're playing as Poland, it's so much easier.
Yeah, right.
So, jobs to do. I have noticed that Grand River is not connected via road to our capital, so we just need to stick a little road in here and one in there, and that should do us nicely. Otherwise, we have got education on the roll at the moment, and what I'm going to do is we're going forward to acoustics to try and nab the Sistine Chapel, which is always a good one to go for. We're then going to go for the compass to get ourselves the harbour, just to get our city in range of the capital. We're going to go to chivalry, and then in order to sort of focus on this one here, I'm not going to name it just in case Sarah decides to try and nab it. You can see on the screen, it's fine. And then I'm going to go forward to this one again for the same reason, and then forward onto this one, and then onto this one, like that. So we've got a bit of a...
Sounds like a lot of organisation there.
It's a lot of organisation. I mean, the problem is I set up these grand plans and then I completely forget them half the time, so there we go. Right, so we're going to use our workers now. We're just going to come around and build some roads for ourselves. These Mohawk warriors were doing cool, I seem to believe. What were you doing, Mr. Worker? Actually, you know what? You were repairing down here. We do have the Petra. I don't know why I hadn't actually built everything down here, so we'll just improve that. Now, Persia, do you see how Darren's been settling our southern border? We can't have that. That's not good. We'll have to deal with that. On Onondaga, we're going to send some food there, just to make sure that it can continue to grow whilst working on specialists in here. Yep, perfect. Fantastic. That's good. Right, let's press ahead. Sorry, that took absolutely forever.
That's okay. I'm just watching Djokovic beat Federer.
Oh yeah, so British. We've got Wimbledon on in the background. So you can kind of get a sort of rough feel of when we're recording this. So the final is on at the moment, and we're currently just at the end of the second set. Well, it seems to be near the end anyway. You see, I don't think Federer's got the right headband on. He clearly doesn't have a cool enough headband. That's what's letting him down.
Skills.
Nope. Okay, right, we're going to build a road here. Now, if you remember, as the Iroquois, we don't need to build roads through forests that are, I think, in our empire. So we might actually have to purchase these hills here, thinking about it. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't, then we'll kind of alter it. What's happening in our little cities? Iroquois is building this wonder here, which would be really good because A, it'll be another city with a wonder in it. So again, Flourishing of the Arts will double affect our empire in that regard. And it'll also help our trade routes between our city connections, actually called, which are already getting us 10 gold for free. And that'll improve those, so it's not bad really. Just trying to think, the Angkor Wat is one of these wonders that, I mean, nobody particularly likes it, and I can kind of understand why. It's a little bit rubbish, really. to put it lightly. I mean, what do they do? Make sure you can buy tiles with culture and gold a little cheaper, but otherwise it's a little bit naff. So there we go. What are we doing here? Right, we'll get some iron going. We could use all the iron that we can get later for when we build frigates up. Frigates are my favourite combat unit, certainly until we go later into the game. They are very useful indeed. One thing I should probably check is my resources. Now, on multiplayer, you can't easily trade your resources like you can on single player. You need to keep an eye on it a bit more. So, let us see. Does anyone have anything to trade? Persia does. Persia has some salt. So we'll go salt for theirs. Okay, like that. Wonderful. That just keeps our happiness. It was touching on 1 there, so we don't want that to fall too low. Got growth on 2 of our cities in one go now, which is good. So it was good that we kept that happiness at bay, actually. I mean, we've only got 3 cities. We could think about building a 4th, but to be honest, down here is where I was likely to build, so we're going to have to uproot Persia from this area if we want to build a city down in that direction. Oh, hello. Our warrior is being killed. That's not great. So far, all you seem to have done is angered Sidon and then got yourself into trouble, so great work. And there's the encampment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can kill that encampment with the warrior, seeing the city-states want me to do that. We have the road built there. Good. Right, the next one we need to do is that tile there. We'll see if that works.
I have a quick question.
Go for it.
If you want to establish a trade route in between 2 of your cities, and the trade route will cross both land and sea,
both land
is that
and sea?
possible? Or can I only trade from harbour to harbour?
Ooh. Oh, I see what you mean. So, if you want to do a sea trade route, both cities need to be on the sea.
Yeah.
And they need to be on a sea that is similar. Ah, hello. Here we go. That's why you're asking. That's why you're asking. Oh, duh. Roeclaw.
So, I can only trade between Krakow and Roeclaw. I can't go from Warsaw to Roeclaw.
No, you couldn't, because the land trade route wouldn't reach, no. Because they don't share a land route. But when it comes to food and production routes internally, it doesn't actually matter which cities you send them from. They all do the same thing.
Fair enough.
It's only gold trade routes that are affected by whether it's like your capital or not. Now again, flourishing of the arts, that's where we need to be, down here. But to get there we need to go for cultural centres, which to be honest is a bit of a naff one, but we'll get it anyway. It helps us build up all our culture buildings. Such as the amphitheatre, so we may as well just do that quickly. Although we've got a good population here of 9 citizens, so yeah, we'll build the amphitheatre quickly, seeing as we've just done that. We're going to mark it in Colosseum, we'll just do those quickly. Very good. Alright, here we go. Right, so yes, so this is the encampment we need to kill. It seems to be city-state quest for at least one of these city-states here. I'm going to guess it's Zurich and maybe Congo. Yeah, Zurich wants it. And the Congo wants it. There we go. So you possibly even want, and Sidon as well. So actually that could work well. Could work well indeed. Yeah, that could be worth doing. I mean, otherwise that warrior is being literally worse than worse than not having an at all. It's nice to do a tradition game actually.
Yeah.
I go Liberty so often with like all the cities. It's kind of
That's why I wanted you did both.
Yeah, you can do both with certain. You have to have quite a lot of culture to do that though. Poland is awesome at doing that because you get so many free social policies. You can dive down the Liberty tree as well.
Fair enough.
That's really cool because you can have a huge capital with no unhappiness at all, and then Liberty gets you all of the like hundreds of cities. So you can have the biggest capital in the game and also like 20 cities.
Very nice. It's
quite useful that. Here we go. We may even win this one. Ooh, exciting times, eh? Again, we're sort of looking to build as much culture into our empire as possible, and the way we're going to do that is to build up wonders for later in the game once the World Congress kicks in. You can see here the score pretty tight between us. 1 point in it. Ooh, like building that new city. Oh, hello, little Polish scout. I see you there.
Lurking. Actually, I can't get through, can I? Sad times. Do we have open borders? I can't remember.
I don't know if we do. It's like the little, it's like the Bering Strait up north. No one knows if it exists. It's like the passage through to China. There we go. Yeah, Chichen-Itza is ours. Now that is really handy. Not only does that give us more happiness, but it also makes our golden ages longer, which is really handy. good win. We've also got education, so let's get the university going. Let's get the Angkor Wat going as well. Oh, hello. Zooming in random places. Like, see here, what I was about to say, let's just make sure we're getting as much production as we can in our capital, but actually it's working most of these tiles, and I think between that and a sink rack, yeah, look at that, they're all pretty much being worked, so, we can't complain about that, really. We've got some good wonder production going on. A sink rack, let's get the university going as a matter of priority. We want our science to be up nice and high. We've got the tech lead. Let's hang on to it while we can. Grand River again is sort of suffering really. It doesn't really have that many tiles in it, so I might have to buy a little bit more land for it. Let's get this one. There we go. Yeah, with the longhouse, you can see here from each worked forest tile you get some more production, so that was worth having. It's not actually working it for me. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, so if we get the university pulled up front, now, we'll do that quickly. So we've got the universities being built as a matter of priority. Good. Work up, build your road. You've built the iron, fantastic. To be honest, yeah, let's just finish this desert quickly. Why not? No, nobody else is competing to kill that barbarian camp, so just heal yourself quickly. There's no time pressure. Give yourself a bit more help, Mr. Warrior. Health? Help? Whatever. Words. So confusing for me. Now, with this road, you can see here, between all the forests in like place and all the roads, we should get a city connection to Grand River, which should give us a nice gold boost, especially with they're now completed Machu Picchu. Yay! That's pretty good. Create a great work. There we go. We've got a great artist and a great writer on the same turn. Nice. Two great works of art, I think, for us. I've got 3 musketeers. Ooh. Very nice. What else have I got? Moving house. I don't recognise that one.
All
Right,
for
to be
one?
honest, I don't think I'd recognise any of them. Let's be honest. Okay, cool. Wow, look at between our wonders and our happiness now, we've shot up here, and that's really good. For all of the excess happiness we have, we're going to be getting extra culture. So we're getting another 10 culture per turn, or 9 culture per turn at the moment from that, which is pretty good. So like a 20% boost for us. Sarah, you're normally pretty good at getting culture. I mean, we've played a few games, and you normally seem to have a really high culture for some reason. Have you managed to get a decent one this game?
No, not particularly decent, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I can't really remember what I was doing previously. So.
Yeah, fair enough. What sort of actually, I can tell you. If
no, you'll have like double the culture, I'm sure.
Oh well, I don't know. But so if we go into diplomacy overview and into global politics, I can actually see that you've got 5 tradition points and 1 commerce point. Ah, I guess you've got commerce. Actually, what wonders did you pick up? You've got Hanging Gardens, Temple of Artemis, and Mausoleum.
Oh, I didn't know you could nosy on people.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
can. Yeah, I think it only works on cities that you can see. Maybe I don't know, or maybe it does give you everything. I've got no clue actually. Who knows? Now I need to work this deer as a matter of priority. Actually, that could be good.
I've made a proposal, by the way.
Oh, have you? Oh, I'm so
worry about
sorry.
your deer, and I'll just
Open borders. Oh really? You want to come round, do you?
my little scout wants to visit.
Oh, does he? Does he now? Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna want more. I'm gonna want an official friendship.
Friendship. What does that mean, though? Like in the game, does it actually mean anything?
I don't know. I've always wondered about this. Like, because if you were in a single player, what it would do is the computers are less likely to attack you
Right.
if they are also fearful of your ally. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Hello.
So maybe it does that. Hello, little scout. Coming around the Grand River. Very cheeky.
I like your sign.
My sign?
It's like 2 feathers. No, what is that? You've got some.
Oh,
kind
he's
of
a
unit.
Mohawk
Your
warrior.
Mohawk warriors are quite cool.
He's quite cool. He has like feathers on his head. It's quite cool. I like him. He will do. Milan is no longer, or nearly no longer my friend. Oh man, terrible. Now you can see the road, it has been finished, but the city connection isn't there. So let's try and buy this forest out here. There we go. Now next time that should give me the city connection, fingers crossed. Now what I'm going to do is, you can see Iroquois got fairly large amounts of worked tiles, so is my capital, so Grand River needs a bit of attention. So let's go and pull this deer into my capital. What I'm also going to do is, I mean, seeing as, you know, someone has forward settled us a little bit.
Me? No. I have not.
we're going to be a bit cheeky here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to buy this little island out.
Way.
Haha! Just to make sure that is a part of our empire. There's a deer tile here. If you remember with our pantheon, we've got amazing, you know, granary gives it +1 food. I think the pantheon gives it another +1 food, and then the camp gives it a production. So deers for us are worth 4 food and one production. So that's important that we hold on to that one. Look at production focus is being worked. It's still messing around with these two you know, terrible little 1 food tiles here. I'm gonna have to force it to work that tile there, I think. Like that, yeah. I don't know why it's doing that, I really don't. How strange. How strange indeed. Well anyway, Sarah won't mind. It's all good.
Yes. To be honest, I had my eye on the islands above, and if I can reach, I think I can reach diamonds with the crow as well.
Oh right, fair enough. There we go, city connection established.
You're forgiven. Until next time.
Well, that's fine. Anyway, shall we leave it there for now?
Yep, sounds good.
Thank you very much for watching. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go now and I'm going to double check that the sound is actually recorded, because I'm petrified that it hasn't. But there we go. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.